My son wasn't allowed to go to a public school this year. So angry. Just because he doesn't get vaccines. I'll be homeschooling my child from now on, but at least he doesn't have autism, am I right? You would be insane if you didn't watch the whole video and hit the like and subscribe buttons, because we're doing r/insane people Facebook. Melting ice in water does not increase the water level. Well, the water level rose when he dropped the ice in the water. Lol, and the iceberg is already in the water. Icebergs are, but Greenland and Antarctica ice sheets are on land. Land floats too. When weight is removed, the displacement equalizes. Everything is connected. I mean, technically land can float if it's in the right liquid, but I don't know about salt water. I guess you can say that land flies, because we're all flying through space. Muslims force little girls into marriage, but that's okay, because as the Democrats always say, it doesn't matter who you love. And it's not like these girls are babies and don't know what yes and no mean. Marriage equality. This picture is of a mass wedding in Gaza. The grooms are holding hands with their cousins and little sisters. The brides of the grooms were elsewhere at the time. The girls were there to see their brothers, uncles, cousins get married. Never were they going to be married. The age of consent in Israel is 16. The IDF would have a field day if this was true. You're a dumb booty. This is why you gotta check the sources of the pictures you see. You just gotta fact check nowadays. All rockets go up, sideways, and then down. There are no exceptions to this rule. Nothing ever goes to space. What, you think it disappears over the horizon because the Earth is spinning faster than that rocket? That's just stupid. That's my argument to your argument. Your argument is stupid. That means I'm right. Men who are dominant in bed deserve to be castrated. And women who are submissive in bed suffer from internalized misogyny. I hope you get the help you need, girl. Enslaving yourself to a man isn't feminism, and you're holding us back. I said what I said. It's just facts. Deal with it. Hashtag feminism, hashtag sex, hashtag castration, hashtag we need progress, hashtag real progress in order to succeed, hashtag stop slaving yourselves to men, ladies. Well, looks like we found who isn't fun in bed, haha. This is gonna sound racist, and it's not meant to be, but what elementary school around Jefftown for kindergarten is gonna have the least little black kids? Not all black kids are bad, but I don't want me little child acting like no freaking madman and flipping off adults. I don't want her loud AF for no reason, and I damn sure don't want no little black girls picking on her because the little black boys like her. Well, I'm glad that this guy is at least trying to give his kid the education that seems like he didn't get, judging by his grammar. And not to be racist or anything, but Asian people? If you saying you ain't gonna let your child be gay, I hope he or she bold enough to fudge on your bed and nut on your pillow. Fight man, boy. Oh, you wanna go? Alright, I'm ready. I'm logged into Rust, man. 1v1 me. Come on, let's go. DM me, I'm ready. Unless you scared. Today I had a young lady on the other side of my pump ask me how come I wasn't using the green pump and if I cared about the environment. I said, of course I care about the environment, but my truck doesn't take diesel. She then tried to explain to me that the green pump meant that it was green gas to help the planet, and diesel is the name of the gas. I said, okay, but I will still be using normal gas for my truck because that's what it takes, and that she better check to make sure her Volvo took diesel, because if it did not, it could mess up her car. But then told me it was her car and her choice to pay a little extra for the environmental gas. Lol, best of luck. Personally, offhand, I don't know the reasons why diesel will mess up your car, but I know that if you do put diesel in there, it's gonna get messed up. So if you have a car or are going to have a car, just take a little note of that. We'll save you some big headaches down the road. In 1 week, your government has voted to make it legal to take your guns if they think you're dangerous without due process, and to impeach a sitting president over false accusations. Are you still asleep? If I'm reading this, I'm obviously not asleep, you idiot. Alright guys, to tell you the truth, I'm actually asleep right now. Some people have learned to sleepwalk, I've learned how to sleep read and sleep talk. It's really been helping out with this whole YouTube thing. Can I just say, like, telling people not to smoke or drink alcohol while they're pregnant is ableist and classist AF and needs to stop. First off, the majority of smokers or substance abusers are from disadvantaged and poor backgrounds or are struggling with mental health issues, and they use it as a coping method, so to tell them they're a bad person for doing that is both classist and ableist. The main argument against it is your child will come out disabled, but honestly, if that happens, so what? What's wrong with that? This whole mindset has deep fudging roots in ableist thought process, and I'm fudging sick of it. Like, why do you hate people with disabilities, lol? Well, aside from the whole being born disabled thing, if the pregnant mother is taking, say, any sort of substance, so to speak, then there's a good chance that the baby will also be addicted to the substance when they're born. Then the doctors have to wean them off of it. Kinda crazy to think about. But just know if you're pregnant, whatever you do is affecting the little baby inside of you. Pregnant black woman disappearing while trannies getting womb implants? What do you think? Hashtag basic math. Okay, first off, nice. And is this really what they're teaching in basic math nowadays? Okay class, today we're going to talk about the mysterious disappearances of pregnant ladies, and why it is that they're disappearing. Teacher, you're supposed to be teaching us about negative numbers today? What? That's not part of the curriculum here. You think that school should teach you about math and stuff? Psh, that's what your parents are for. Huh. This is the public education system my tax dollars are going to. Scientists say the science is clear. 9,000% of scientists agree. All the data and models we have show. It has always bothered me that people will argue with me about global warming when all I have to do to prove them wrong is walk the fudge outside. You fudging rabbits? Go outside and look. Do you see a fudging crisis? Looks the same fudging way it's always looked to me. Here is a life lesson. I learned from the school of hard knocks. If the rhetoric doesn't match physical reality, that shizbiz isn't true. End of story. Ugly chicks aren't secretly beautiful. Bill the tranny fairy isn't stuffing girl souls into boy bodies. White men aren't terrorists. Schools clearly don't need more money. And people who don't have resources usually sit on their booty and do nothing. These things should be obvious. To be clear, if these things aren't obvious to you, it is likely you are fudging stupid. You are the reason I am pro-abortion. If you think insignificant people are changing the temperature of the entire world, then do us all a favor and make sure you don't bring children into such a horrible world. Snuff them out. Do it for the planet. Okay, just because you can't see something changing doesn't mean that it's not actually changing. Here's a little experiment for you to run. Go park your car inside of your garage, turn on the engine and let all the windows down. Do you see anything changing? No, everything's gonna look the same. But if you stay out there for too long, you're gonna die. Why? Because there's gonna be a lot more carbon monoxide in the air. But it still doesn't look any different now, does it? Or maybe it does because your vision is blurring now because of the carbon monoxide in the air. And just because you don't see the effects of something happening right there where you are, doesn't mean it's not actually happening. Oh, I've heard a lot of talk going around about this whole plague thing, but it's all just a bunch of prattle. Not a single soul has come to me saying that they have the plague. It's all just a bunch of nonsense. When I look outside, I don't see anyone sick. To be honest, I haven't seen much of anyone lately. They've probably all went on vacation without me. I don't know why everyone hates me so much. What do you think, Kevin? Oh yes, quite. Making us cannibals, one bite at a time. Aborted babies used in foods and legally labeled as artificial flavors or natural flavors. Well, even if all this stuff was made from babies, I don't know if I could stop eating it all. I see about 80% of my diet in this picture. Doritos, Mountain Dew. Yeah, I don't think I could stop. And that's where we're gonna end today. Did you laugh? Did you lose? Did you get a good night's rest? I hope so. And thanks for watching the video all the way through. And I hope you have a good day.